football playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the College Football Playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. College football playoff game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Yellow Jackets offense comes on the field first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. They'll try to run for the first down. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss that sets up a fourth down.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. The Cornhuskers offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They'll run it here. Going absolutely nowhere for a loss of it. They don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. A quick juke. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Pass caught. Second down now. Back to throw. It's Vaughn. He finds the running back in the flat. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up the first down.
Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He's running out of time here. He's got it with room to run. In the clear at the 25. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nebraska. Way too much speed in that play. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On the ground, it's Maddox. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
It's a keeper.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A play action, looking to throw. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stopping the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Turns it loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They're going to run it. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Maddox. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here, and the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Trying to convert with a sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a 1st down for the offense.
Hands off to the left. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Throwing off play action. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. But now it's 3rd and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. The tight end has got it. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The offense has been pretty efficient. They've made 2 out of 3 4th down tries so far. They'll try it again here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Signs the quick throw. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal, the 9.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The pocket breaking down. And that one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking for his back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets, as they put 6 more on the board. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Curt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. They'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back. It's Vaughn. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. Player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with 1st and goal. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Add 6 more points to the total.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
BAT puts him up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's a good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's wide open. Look out. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Well, the receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another 1st down. Handoff in a single back formation. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling? Try and muscle for the first down. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Yeah, a lot of the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And he keeps it. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Yellow Jackets line up on 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Keeping it on the ground here. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes a quick catch. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And it's clear The aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
The pass rush gets home.
You just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Ball handed off. Put him up for first down yardage. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
It's a good positive game by the offense, and it's enough for the first down. They're already looking to get up to the line of scrimmage and get this play called to go some up-tempo. The defense has got to be alert of this and get their call and get ready to play.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
What a catch! Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Now the all-important extra point. And the extra point makes the lead 11, 28-17. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and will begin the drive at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now in the 25. They go with a direct snap. Fights through a tackle. The gain moves the ball to 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Vaughn. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They got him down out near the 40.
Be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. And for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Cut quickly. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On third down, it's a handoff. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, first down at the 38.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive moving. The back's got it on a counter. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. So Georgia Tech has the lead here, Kirk. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it to the left. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Throws it to the right. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And now to try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Rivera. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. To throw, it's Vaughn. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to get...
Looking deep down the left side. Catch made down inside the 10. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this deep...
He loses the football. The defense scoops it up. The 50. Past the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
The big fella takes it all the way back for a touchdown. I mean, this linebacker's been hitting people all day. He finally gets to show what he can do when he gets his hands on the football. I remember this guy played running back in high school. He hasn't had his hands on a football in a long time, but clearly remembers what to do with it after he picks up that fumble.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the run, it's Parker. Fighting off the defender.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the fourth quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
So 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Back to pass. It's Vaughn. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Here's the second down play.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with the defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Vaughn. There's contact on the throw, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Here's a carry for the fullback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Third down and a mile. Looking to throw for it. Took contact on the throw.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
And they've got the returner corralled. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Looking to throw it on first down. And they've got him on the blitz.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Back to pass. It's Vaughn. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down weak in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now it's second down here. There's the handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He missed it. Off target that time. That's just a minor blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.